No problem.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to IRS. Tonight we're here for Tier 1. This is round 2 in Qatar. Interesting track. Very on the limit. Well, Sunday was pretty interesting. Full grid in Tier 2. And it could have been interesting for me as well, but it went a little bit down the drain, as you can say. Soon I'll be joined by Pistol, which streamed last week. I was not in. Unfortunately, my new schedule with the new job doesn't allow me to always be available for streaming, so I will be on 1 week, like 1 week on, 1 week off. As always, I'm Christian, and now we'll wait a minute for Pistol to be ready so we can have a little bit of a chat. Soon we'll be starting anyway. It's 8:58 in a couple of minutes.
Really looking forward to doing commentary with you tonight, and just sorting out some glitches on my side. But please feel free to, take control. And once I can get on with you, I will let you know. But so glad to be joining you tonight, mate. And it was really great racing you on Sunday. I think Qatar is going to prove one of those tracks where it's so hard to find perfection. But on
Absolutely.
Sunday, I think Ray will find it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking forward to seeing how Ray does tonight against our tier ones, like Elmo, like Connor, like our Champions League Penguin. I think it's going to be a really interesting fight because when you see a driver win by 25 seconds, you think, oh, well, they're at least going to be mid-pace in a higher league. But he's saying he's going to be a backmarker. I think that's going to be quite interesting to see how that goes. What
Absolutely.
do you think?
I absolutely agree. Like last season, Penguin was in the title fight for quite a bit. Connor drove away with it, but Connor is just an incredible driver. There's absolutely nothing that Penguin could do at a certain point in the season. I definitely was hoping, because if the title fight went on, it would have been really, 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 really good to watch. Mid-season, unfortunately, though, Penguin had a few issues, a few bad races, and that definitely costed him a lot.
But essentially, that is what cost people championships. I mean, look at Lewis Hamilton in his rookie season. If he hadn't screwed up China like he did, he'd have won the world championship on his rookie season. Which is kind of incredible. Right?
That would have been for modern F1 a record. Like if we're talking about the whole F1 concept, like since it was born in 1950, clearly not, because somebody won the first championship and they were rookies.
But you say that people had been racing competitively since the 1920s.
That is true. That is true. They were racing Grand Prix long before. Hold on. Why did it change source? Sorry about that. It had changed sources. Anyway, they were racing Grand Prix long before F1 actually existed as a championship.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely in the in modern F1, it would have been a record, because winning a championship in your rookie season in 2007, it was unthinkable.
100%. That would have broken the barriers. I mean, like like Braun GP did in 2009 when they came in as a maiden team, having bought Honda for £1.
Yeah.
And then they won the constructors, and then they ended up becoming Mercedes AMG Patronus.
Yeah, which went on to win so much.
Exactly. So it's
8 consecutive constructor championship, 7 consecutive drivers championship between Lewis Hamilton and Nico
Rosberg.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a story. So we are actually on now.
Are we? Excellent. So you do what you need to do. I am trying to connect to my.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out and look out for who's going to be our first time setter tonight. Who is out? First one out is Tino.
Oh, he has some good pace.
He does. Last season he was tier 2. He was a close contender, really fast guy, and he cleaned up. He's racing a lot because starting last season and up to mid-season, he used to have a few moments where he wouldn't, keep the car correct.
Can I talk to you, Christian?
Yeah, so
I'm in. So we're
no, I saw you join.
Okay. So you were saying? My apologies for interrupting.
Yeah, last season Tino was a contender in tier 2 with LWB, or as we know him formally, because he used to be my co-stream last season. In tier 1, he was co-coms with me. Lloyd,
you were tier 2, so was he, but he was the reigning tier 2 champions.
He is the reigning tier 2 champions, and he's definitely one to look for because he's now P2 in the championship, in front of Connor nonetheless, which is another really fast driver, as I said before. Won last season in tier 1, and now we're seeing Tino.
Tino. Are we talking about Tino or someone else? Or are we talking about Hella High? I'm confused. Sorry.
No. Now I was talking about Connor, who is reigning champion in tier 1.
I was talking about the reigning champion in tier 2. My apologies.
That would be Burb or LWB or Lloyd. He's known by.
I thought we were talking about LWB. I thought we were talking about LWB. That's so, what were you saying, mate?
That right now, LWB is P2 in the championship in front of Connor, who is a very, very fast driver. And by my knowledge, actually, Silverstone is supposed to be one of these good tracks. I haven't had the pleasure to check the stream, so I don't know how we ended up P3, to be honest. But
neither do I. He finished P2. And I know that because Penguin took the second flag, and Connor, I believe he finished P2, but I may be wrong. So let's have a.
On the Drivers' Championship, we have.
I'm gonna have a quick look now.
Penguin,
right now.
LWB, and then Connor.
Right. You're absolutely right, mate. I might have to recheck my stream from last week, but you're right. And there was a collision between Pink and Penguin and Connor towards the end of the race, and that took Connor off track where LWB got past. So you're absolutely right on that fact. So my apologies.
In the meantime, I'm going to stop you for a second. We have a few laps in. Connor already goes ahead and sets the fastest lap with a 1:20.9. First lap out. That is insane. Second is Tino with a 21.2. Elmo's third.
My time was about 23, or about 22.
Hold on.
So
I just realized I have not lowered the volume of the game, and it's going to be deafening in the stream. Sorry. Sorry. I was. You were saying?
I was saying, I think in my quality time was about a 22.8, maybe even a 23. I think it was actually a 23.8. So I mean, a 20.989. That is just incredible for Connor. But I expect nothing less. I mean, he's a reigning Tier 1 champion, and he has got some elite pace. I'd be very surprised to not see him take the checker flag today. But, you know, there were a lot of good drivers in this race. So
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. If you want to take control right now,
Star Defender gets P6 with a 21.7 with his first lap out. For a Tier 2 driver, this is really a good lap.
I would say this, that Star Defender did really well last week in Tier 1. He was really unfortunate with his early collision, but I've said this, I do firmly believe that some of these Tier 2 drivers could compete in Tier 1. Like, I'm sad to see that Ray is not in the Alpine. As an Alpine driver for Tier 2, I would love to contribute to winning the overall constructors, but Ray is not here in, and that is a shame because I'd love to see what he can do. Like, Marley so well last week in the Alpine. I believe they came fifth, and you know, at the end of the day, for me as a driver, I don't expect to win the World Championship, but I'd love to contribute to the constructors. Like, I've always been a number 2, and I don't mind that because I've got good pace. And, you know, if I've got a faster team that is right behind me, bam, I'm not holding them, you know, it's like the constructors, you know. I'm very, in the sense of what I'm thinking, I'm very much, if I can help my team to a championship, I'd rather do that than, you know, hog a position and hold up my teammate. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I had a teammate exactly like that last season before I decided to drop out because I was a little mad with the game.
In a good way or a bad way?
What do you mean?
You had a teammate in that way, in a good way?
Yeah. Just an example, in Hungary, which was probably my best race, possibly, last season.
What was your best race to win?
Hungary,
okay. Technical,
it's actually,
hard to master,
it was actually the best.
Well,
like, scratch the possibly, it was the best race I've had last season. It was a bit of a recovery race.
Nothing wrong with that.
I qualified decently. It was P4. And then I had a bit of a moment in turn 2.
Oh, turn 2's a hard one because it's a long way.
On the first lap, I had a moment in turn 2, which caused me to end up in P8 on the first lap, and after that it was all recovery. It was it started on inters.
I don't want to interrupt you. I'm on board with Tino, and he's 2.5 tenths up in sector 1, 2.5 tenths up in sector 2.
Who's that?
Because he could potentially jump Jesse here for second place.
Okay, I can see that. Purple in sector 1, improving in sector 2. Good entry in last corner.
And he only needs to find a corner 3/10 of a second. Can he find it? No, he's a tenth behind.
That's unfortunate. Yes.
By 4/10 nearly.
Yes.
Is that a qualification? Jesse's had a lap invalidated.
I guess he has, because I saw him on a slow lap in.
I don't know what's happened to Jesse, if it's the same as on your stream, but Jesse right now is showing as 14th position with a 1:31.387.
No.
No? Okay, I've got a glitch then. That's okay. I thought I would
Jesse has done a 20.9. He's in P2 behind Connor.
That's fine then. Okay, so I've got a glitch, which is not a problem. I just thought I'd double check that. Maybe is that time has been deleted. So I've not heard of that in the game. Obviously, you know, with FIA and real-time regulations it is. But yeah, I was a bit surprised when I saw it plummet. So I thought I'd double check that with you. So sorry to interrupt you, buddy. I do apologise. But yes, you were saying about Connor.
I'm gonna stop about that for a second, and we're gonna hold on board with Elmo, who's on a lap now. He's another pretty decent driver. He's right now in P4. Looks to be improving in Sector 1. So we're gonna check out what he can do. About to finish Sector 2.
Got a 129.41.
Oh, good one.
But Elmo has got a purple Sector 2. He's one.
I got a green sector here.
I've got purple, but I will take your stream on that because I am glitching based on Jesse. So what is I'm going to put through here? So 121, 187. Good enough for
He improves, but he doesn't gain position.
But he's in 5th, yes?
4th. Oh, 5th, yeah.
4th. Cool.
Moisaba is now starting a lap. Who is now at the end? Jessica on an out lap. DXS in the pits. Mali 41. Now getting a lap in.
If I glitch, I'm just gonna log out and reconnect.
Yellow flag in Sector 2. Did somebody spin out? Nope, it's green now.
Also, just as code comes, guys, I want to say thank you so much for following the stream. I hope you are enjoying it. If you're not following already, give us a like and subscribe. It does help promote the channel so we can get the best drivers out there. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm now non-glitch.
Connor is about to finish his 3rd lap. That's another fastest lap with a 20.6. This is Verstappen, Brazil last year. Fastest lap.
Verstappen qualified 12th last year. Verstappen qualified 12th last year, got the motor 17. This is Verstappen's race performance, agrees. But in terms of quality pace, this is Lando Norris at Mexico City. I'm sorry to say it, but it is.
No, okay. Agreed.
Agreed? Awesome.
Oh, that... What was
Jesse,
that?
5,000 of a second behind Connor.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, Jesse's back.
This is going to be about 4v8 this tonight.
Ooh, I can't wait to see if Penguin can get a lap like that in. I can't wait to see that.
I'm really looking at my co-constructor, Mali, 5th. Again, another solid performance by the Alpine driver. And I'm hoping they can get a podium tonight because I'll tell you what, for Alpine, you know, I'm rooting for us. I'm rooting for Alpine. I don't want to be biased here, but I don't.
It's understandable.
Exactly. I mean, forget the fact that, well,
like
last year, my favourite driver drove for Alpine, and you won't guess who they are, so don't try to. But I want to see Alpine succeed, and seeing how badly they're doing this year, in terms of, you know, 2025, I know they're putting a lot into 2026 because they're like, well, we're not going to make top 5 this year. Cool, let's focus on 2026 when everything changes. So don't blame them. But
Kiersnow now improves and goes up to P8 with a 21.6. Kiersnow Scantoni goes up to P8 with a 21.6 now.
Today, they joined literally today, and they're already in P8 in Tier 1. Tino has finally got a worthy teammate, which I know he's been begging for. Like, he wanted, who was it? Ray. Tino wanted Ray's teammate, but Ray had already been signed to Alpine, so I'm glad to see that Tino, who's got some serious pace about him, like, he's only half a tenth behind Pink Eye, race winning last week.
Yeah.
He's got some serious pace. Hopefully he can be soon to the actual race.
He has just set the fastest lap in the middle sector. The fastest sector, sector 2, sorry.
He set the fastest sector 2, right? Yeah, okay.
And looks like he might actually have a good lap in. Let's see. 20.7! That's P3.
Come on, Tino, well done. Keeps out. And
now that's a lap.
Connor and Jesse, but Connor, so Tino will not get another. That is his lap. Unless he starts to harvest and he's not harvesting and he's low on fuel. So that was his lap.
I think that's his lap. He doesn't have.
That is his lap, especially after that.
Nah, the tire drag at this track is ridiculous. Even on C3s.
Oh, absolutely.
Even on C3s, once you've done one lap in quali, that's the end of it. You don't have time to do another one.
If you are doing about 10% a lap on those softs.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, in quality, it is slightly de-exaggerated. I.e., if I'm doing 9% in the race, it might be like 5% in quality. But again, you've got to harvest that, and
Elmo improves with a 20.9, goes back up to P5. Now we are going with Electric MV, who's gonna be the next one across the line, I believe. No.
Sure. But Doe Mardima
Mo is the next across the lap.
And one out.
Oh no, he's charging.
I'm watching, seeing if there's anybody else. Not Tino, Connor. I'm on board with Connor right now.
Is he on a lap? Okay, but we're gonna go on board with the next one across the line with a lap, which would be.
So Connor is 45,000 up in Sector 1. Tino has retired as suspected. I thought that was his last lap. But Connor right now, 45,000 up. Let's have a look at Jesse. Jesse! Before, he's about to do
I guess he was not improving.
That is bad form. That is bad form in my eyes. No, if you invalidate, you invalidate. But you don't, other drivers then have to slow down because you've smashed into a wall. That is bad form in my eyes.
I mean, in quali and especially with red flag on reduced and everything, you don't have that problem in this league. But yeah, it's not good, especially.
It's not before.
Connor!
Wow!
Connor gets a 20.611. Next, that's gonna be Mo. Next one across the line.
I'm sitting on board with now Pink Eye Penguin. I want to see what he does.
Mo gets a 20.8, goes P4 in front of Pink.
Solver improves.
TXS.
Pink Eye Penguin is a 10.5 up. He's got purple sector 2. Can he now?
TXS doesn't improve. Pink next across the line. Purple sector 2. No. I don't have that on my end.
How is he going to fin out? He's got IRS open and third.
P3. 20.7.
I've not seen the delta difference, but that was close. That was close.
That was really, really, really close.
5.3 a quarter of a second separating the top 5. We've got Connor in first, Jesse second, Pink Eye Penguin, last week's winner, in third, Tino in fourth, fifth and sixth occupied by the Dutch of Mo and Elmo, well done to them, Alpine Milai in seventh, Kia in eighth, Sarah over in ninth, and TTRL in 10th, rounding off the top 10. But after last week, do you know who I'm looking out for? Is the Donstar.
Mm-hmm.
He had a great race last week.
He is a good driver. So I am gonna disappear for a minute. I'm gonna leave you to entertain people. I'm gonna disappear for a minute, okay?
No worries, mate. No worries. What I will say is that with the Donstar, he was... Oh, fuck. I'm in a car. So what I'm going to do is I will just retire straight off the bat, okay? Let me put this in the chat. I thought I had spectated. So, as I was saying, I will be retiring at the start of this race. I will go into the pits. Won't commentate. So, we've got Connor starting on pole. We've got Jesse in second, Pink Eye Penguin. Last week's winner in third, Tina in fourth. The fifth and sixth occupied the two Dutch, Mo and Omer. Marlene, my teammate for the constructors combined in the Alpine in seventh. Another solid performance. Star Defender, the championship leader, I believe, in tier 2 in ninth. A great show there by the McLaren driver. I'm going to be a bit of the Donstar. Hey, mate, I was just saying to the people on our stream that I'm actually on the grid. So I'm going to hold back and retire after one lap. I'm going to go into the pit so it doesn't cause like a safety car or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to hold back. I thought I had spectated. So if you can take control of the first lap when
Absolutely.
We're ready. Once I get into the pits and you see me retire, I'm enjoying the stream. So I don't want to affect the race, obviously, and I don't want to, affect the stream because I can't commentate on it. What I was saying is that I'm really impressed by Star Defender, obviously the championship leader in tier 2.
Yes.
And he's qualified 9th. But I am going to be watching out for the Ferrari for Donstar. I think he's like me in the sense that he doesn't qualify well, but he's got race pace. Like in tier 2, I've qualified 9th both times. And I feel we're getting going. So I'm going to leave you to do comms now. And I'll be with you in about 2 minutes, okay? That's all, mate.
Good luck for one lap. Right, so now we're going on the grid. No formation lap.
I've actually disconnected, which is great.
Oh, actually, that's good. So you can get back in and just spec. No, because it's gonna have your AI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we're off for the Qatar Grand Prix. Connor gets off well. And so does Penguin, who was already in P2. Tino in P3, he holding off. Gets overtaken, but Mo, he's ghosted. Oh, there's already yellow flags. Did somebody flip around? Looks like everybody got off easy.
Was it me?
Actually, I don't think so. No. You're ghosted anyway, but let's see. Now, everybody got off well, actually. They're in an orderly line, but I can see some battling at the back. Don's down the back of Kiersnar with Scantoni. Couldn't have chosen a more difficult name. Was on the back of Star. Star charging now. Star got more battery. He's going to hold him off for this lap. Jessic must have had a pretty bad start. We did not see it because he's now in P7 behind Mali. Mali fighting really hard. There's contact there.
That's gone.
We got Elmo staying close to Mo. Mo staying close to Tino. Tino got P3 back. Missed that. And Penguin got in front of Connor. When did that happen? He's almost a second away. He's about to break DRS. And we're only in Sector 2. Penguin is outside of... has broken DRS. He has burned a lot of battery to do that, though. But so has Connor in attempting to keeping up with Penguin. Tino is very close to Connor on the other end. Only 4/10 away, 3/10 away on the exit of the last corner. He's not going to get DRS. Is he going to stay behind? He is. He's just harvesting. No, he's going to attempt the overtake. He takes him. Oh! What was that, Mo? Mo does an overtake on both Tino and Connor. Connor ends up in P7. Does he have damage? P8 now. I think he's got damage. He does.
Hey, mate, so I'm back with you. I am back.
Oh my God.
You,
Connor has no wing.
He's plummeting, isn't he?
He doesn't have a wing.
And right now aboard the battle second, the Williams and the Kicks Alba.
Yeah.
But Connor is plummeting, isn't he? He's losing.
Yeah.
He's even behind his teammate, Electric Envy.
I am not gonna steward this one, but it looked like Mo went on the outside and done an attempt and done an overtake that was not there and rejoined, hitting Connor and destroying his front wing.
So Christian,
that was what it looked like.
You know what you're doing right now? You're stewarding.
You are right.
I know that's why I saying it. But Connor can potentially pull it back. He's got the pace and he's got the ability. It's whether he's got the heart. So we'll see.
Hold on, somebody's asking for my Ferrari.
For me, Qatar is a 2-stop.
Well, that depends. On wheel, it is a fairly easy 1-stop. But I know you drive on controller, and so...
I did 1-stop on Sunday. However, one, it destroyed me, and 2,
and we have our first penalty for leathers.
Is going to produce more incidences, which could increase safety cars. That's how I feel.
True, but
20 Lewis Hamiltons on a grid, you're going to have a lot more collisions than if you've got 1 Lewis Hamilton and 20 Lance Strolls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've got a very competitive grid here in IRS, which is fantastic.
Okay, hold on a second, because I have to...
However, Connor has got the work to do. The Donster pick up the first track penalty. Sorry, the second track penalty.
Yes, the Donster picks the second. The first one was on leathers. Yeah. So, apparently...
I'm currently watching the battle for first between Tino, Mo, and Pink Eye Penguin. That's what I'm watching. How about you?
Sorry, I was giving the EA for somebody who apparently might be outside. Yeah, he lost connection.
Is that
TXS.
Tish?
Yeah, that's
I
him.
grew out Tish. So yeah, no, I get that. And currently I'm butchering the battle for first. Pink Eye, Mo and Tino, but Elmo is closing in. And if I can be completely honest, I think I want to see the Dante do well in Scuderia, but Elmo's my favourite driver in this league. Like, I race with him in other leagues, and he's a great guy. I've also raced with him in Tier 2 of IRS.
That I can agree.
And I can scream for Elmo and go, come on, Elmo, you can do it. I'm going to do that. But, as a commentator, I need to be objective. However, he's a very, very high quality driver, and I've got a lot of respect for. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. None of the other guys I've really raced against, but Elmo I have done. I've battled him, I've beaten him, and he beat me. So I'm really happy about that.
Right. Back to the front battle. Everybody except Pink in the front has DRS. Mo goes for the move. He's on the outside in turn 1. Penguin. Oh, they squeeze each other. They squeeze each other. They squeeze each other. Mo gets in front. Penguin keeps up. Oh, there's contact.
It is, but
Penguin leaves the position.
He was sensible there. However,
that was good. Oh, and Star gets a penalty.
People are pushing. When you see track limits, people are pushing. Like for me, I got my first track limits in Tier 2 at lap 27. No, lap 26. That's why I picked it for first off to go for the fastest lap. But when people are pushing, they make mistakes.
Oh no!
You track limits.
Oh no!
Mistake.
Oh no!
Do you know what I mean?
What the hell?
What are you looking at, mate?
No. The game, for some reason, it got out of.
Mario Bros has joined. Okay, he's not racing, is he? No, he's not racing. Mario
Okay. We're good.
Yeah, we are.
I'm good. So. No, it's just that for some reason I lost the visual on the game and it went to the desktop. I don't know what happened there.
But you got it back, yeah?
Oh my god, so many penalties here.
No! I'm focused on this battle for first. Like, it's a 5, potentially 6 car DRS race. If Marley can get within it in the next lap.
Mally will get within it. Jesse is a little outside of it now.
So Jesse is going to start to feel that little difference on those hards.
Yeah.
But how long is he going to take those hards? Like, is he going to think, okay, let's one stop this and pit, I'll say like 17, or is he going to 2 stop and go on that 11? Because the thing is, the delta difference is about 20 seconds.
I would hold on to a single stopper.
I think you can. Like, Star Defender showed it on Sunday. He 2 stopped, as well as a few other drivers, and the pace was just electric compared to the rest of it. Like, I pitied. We both set fast laps. But I pitted with 3 laps to go, and I was half second off of the fastest lap. You were a second off. So the delta difference is there. It's just a case of finding it and finding that right time. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's definitely the case.
Cool.
Penguin is closing back into Mo, but I think he's saving. I think he's just holding off and trying to make sure he doesn't burn too quickly.
Who are you talking about, bro?
No, I'm talking about Penguin. Mo definitely has to push at this point. He cannot afford to, because he's got 3 drivers on his back that are gonna fight tooth and nail to get that position. And so right now he needs to actually get away, but he does not have the pace to expand.
Have you got them enabled? Because he's running a full battery, he's only just started to charge it. He's playing with tactical lane. Like he's not running. One thing I will find, depending on your tire pressures, is that if you're running low pressures, you don't put the IRS through the corner because that is where you burn out your tires. He's managing them. He's utilizing it where he needs to. He's defending hard, which is what you need to do to win a race in any league. You're not going to win it by just winning by going out 20 seconds in front unless you're in the wrong turn. And as I say that, I saw a pink penguin look for a dive there, but again,
you know what I just saw? You know what I just saw? I saw Jesse overtake Elmo, and he's now in P4 and running towards Tino. And we have a bit of an exchange at the back. Star has pitted.
Jesse does have a 3-second penalty.
That is true.
Not only does he need to kill these guys, he needs to clear that delta. And then when he does, he needs to ensure he's got enough on it.
Oh, and we have a VSC. We have a VSC.
He's got that kind of. Ooh, this could be interesting. This is
VSC. Lellers has pun, and I think he calls the VSC.
20 laps go. Would you now pit if you were on the mediums?
I wouldn't. It's too risky. If you were aiming for a one-stopper, it would force you to do a two-stopper. Because even on hards, 20 laps becomes treacherous. It's so hard.
Agreed. It is.
So unless you were already aiming for a two-stopper, it's not a move I would make. It will destroy your. It would completely destroy your. Oh! As Mo and Penguin and Tino all drop in the pits. And so does Elmo and Molly. Oh my God! Everybody is pitting as the VSC is ending.
They've got to be eyeing a two-stopper and going for an undercut in terms of having that. So I think
you can make it on a one-stopper if they go on hards.
You can, but why if you don't have to?
They have gone on hards. They're going for the one-stop.
I don't think they are.
They have to. They have to. If you're going to go...
Think if you were on the mediums and you then pit, go on to the hards and then have your fastest stint on the medium. Why go on the hards for your last stint? Your delta difference won't be as much if you go on the
because the hards as a first stint over here are really tough.
Yeah, agreed.
I can tell you this much. I'm gonna. Safety car! Safety car!
Safety car!
Oh, yay! Right. So I was about to say, as we watch the safety car coming out.
Course safety car.
Yes.
So this is just really that big thing.
Right. So I was.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesse needs to stay out.
Seconds over the Dunster. Why not put on doing this? He has a pace. I've raced Jesse C before. He has the pace. Why not pit?
It would force you to do. Oh my God! Fish gets a 10-second penalty. To be fair, it's really easy to get a 10-second on this track.
The good thing about that is that he can then be like, okay, what is he pitting on to? Let's have a look. He's just pitting on to the medium, right? Now, one thing I can do is, without telling people, I can check what tire he was on beforehand. So what he now can do is, depending on what tire balance he selected, he can now repit, get rid of that 10-second penalty onto a new set of either mediums, or hard based on what his selection was.
So if I
And
was him, the
then
moment I saw 10-second time penalty, put the soft as
I'm
a
pretty dead,
selection.
yeah.
Put the
That,
soft as a
like,
selection. Go in, get the soft, do
no,
your lap
I
out,
wouldn't
go
even do
back
that.
in,
I
and
would
put
not
the tire
even
you
do
wanted to
that.
put in.
I won't say what I would do because we are live on stream and TX could be watching the stream. And I'm not a race engineer. I do not give advice actually to non-RP drivers, just kidding on that side. But I don't give advice on what drivers should or should not do. But I know in this situation, knowing how the safety car works in this game,
Mhm.
knowing what tire he's put it off of and put it onto, I know what I would do. However, on stream, I never ever state that. That is just me. So
That is
I
totally
appreciate
fine. If you
every
don't want to
comfort.
state it, I'm still gonna share.
Hey, go
So
for it.
what I was saying before about the choice to going on mediums and stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why, if you lap at this point, you should just go on hards and go to the end, is because I have done 2 stints on mediums
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday because I was forced to. I started on hards,
No, you did.
destroyed my wing on
And
lap
that was
4.
a mistake. I will never ever start on hard
Yeah.
on any grade. But go on. Go on.
And that forced me to go back to the pits because I destroyed my front wing. I had to go
I
on a
know.
different tire, so I went on mediums.
And then
And then I didn't
on
have a
hard.
choice. I couldn't go back on the hards because they were cooked already. They had like
Really?
third.
How?
They had like 28% deg at that point.
But what lap did you put on off of the hard?
4.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So
The
because of
hardest
that,
is if you stop with
I had to just go on the mediums. And at that point, I just went till they were completely dead. Both my mediums were at 80% by the end of the race.
I can believe that. And do you know what your mistake was?
Crashing.
Not well, yes, but on top of that,
Starting on
I
hards.
when you get your choice of tires, i.e., soft, balanced, or harder, on a track like Qatar,
I
harder.
I went for harder, but
But you didn't. Because if you did, you'd have had two fresh hards. You didn't go harder because you had a medium, a hard.
you're
You had
right.
a
You're
hard
right.
to
You're right.
start
Right. Right.
with.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You had balance, and that was your mistake.
Yeah. It was
That's where,
so.
and I will say this
I do.
outright.
Okay.
That's where
I'm gonna.
practice comes in.
I'm gonna say this.
Come,
It was not a mistake, but it was. Uh, I didn't see the crash coming.
no, of course you didn't.
So
But you plan for the
because
worst.
I thought, what
Mm,
if we have like a mid race or late safety car? At that
do you
point,
know what I thought?
oh
I saw that as well. Electric has got a 10-second penalty,
yeah,
and I've got a
for
McLaren.
contact.
They're taking the Mercedes, and I'm wondering if that's going to be a tamper there because that's under safety car.
Oh my god.
So, I'll tell you how I felt about Qatar on Sunday.
Mm,
If I go harder, i.e.,
mm.
medium, hard, doing my qualifying laps on softs, don't go for the ultra. I'm like, okay, if there's a safety car lap 1, I go in, I put onto hard, do 14 laps on them,
This
pit
is
and
all
do
good
another
and well,
14
but
laps
right
on
now
them.
the safety car is going in, so we're about to restart, and we're gonna need to focus on that.
We are. So who do you want to set on board with? I'm going to set on board with Mo.
I am going to go on board with Penguin in P3.
I'm on board with you then. You take the lead here, mate. I'm watching.
Jesse leaves it really, really, really late.
I've got Penguin on top of that whole chance.
And we're off. They're back. Jesse gets a good restart, but Mo gets slightly better. Oh, Connor gets a 10-second penalty. Oh, Connor has been completely screwed in this race between the crash and now this. Mo gets the overtake on Jesse. Penguin gets the move.
We've got a big cup and the Racing Bulls. Red Bull battling side by side there. Pink eye.
Tino staying back. Doesn't want anything to do with this mess.
Wow. What a move by Mo.
Star gets a moved on Elmo and goes up to P6. What is Connor gonna do now?
You're gonna have to think about this.
Oh, he's gonna need to strategize, but I don't think he's got anything that he can do.
Only one driver yet to pit, and that is Jesse. Jesse is gonna plummet. Redonsto is 10 seconds behind.
Yes, but with the advantage of the safety car reducing the tire deg for a few laps, now he has the chance to go long and possibly, just possibly, finish the race on a much fresher mediums, which could give him a chance to recover and go back to the front.
Now.
As it is right now, it doesn't look great, but it could.
Jesse's a fast driver and he will not be a point finish. He will be a podium finish. And he will know what is going on here.
The victory, I think, it's gone. Especially with that 3-second penalty.
See, I don't know about you. I don't like people retiring in the pit. If you're going to participate in the race, participate in it. Come in high water, but that's me. However, still on board with, actually now on board with Tino in fourth in the Sauber.
There's a bit of a battle going on between Star and Mali. Mali trying to hold on to the position. Star fights him. Mali gets in front. On the edge. They're both burning. Mali's a little bit in front. I guess he has lower wings. Fantastic. Penguin gets a penalty.
Star runs wide as well. So I mean, it's got to run.
I will say though, even if Mo gets in front, there's a chance. Yeah. At the restart.
As his T-head.
For him to just go another 4 laps and just go on softs.
But
yes.
No, I'm going to disagree with you there because I think the soft will go in 7 laps. You know, I think the best chance will be for him on lap 17 to put onto mediums. That's where I'm at. But again, we're both experienced racers and we have different tactics. So I think it's a case of who's going to manage the best.
Let's see. Penguin on the outside. Whoa! Very close. Mo is a good defender. You can tell that.
It's funny. I've got Jesse showing a full car. Tino, Star, and Elmo all showing their front wing, but obviously they have one. So kind of weird on my graphic. But however.
So
Jason's doing a
I
great
don't
job
know.
defending here.
I don't know who's gonna get the checkered flag, but we have to
What I
remember
know is
the
that
incident between Connor and Mo.
But at the end of the day, Connor right now.
Oh yeah, no, Connor is in deep mud.
And
He's got a 10-second penalty and all that. We'll see. We'll see. We have not seen what happened. Could be overturned and just removed. But for now, he's got a 10-second time penalty. He's in P8. He's having a terrible time right now. Definitely. Back to take a look at the battle between Tino and Jacek.
I'm just looking at their penalties. So, yeah, you're right about Connor. I'm not going to comment anymore, but Tino getting past.
Yes, I saw that.
So, Tino passing, not getting past.
Oh, Penguin has a moment. Penguin has a moment when he was side by side with Mo.
I did not see that, but I'm on board with Penguin now. Can he make it 2 wins in a row? Is the question. He's got. I think Mo is good for the win here. I mean, I don't want to, but come to
at least on track. At least on track.
Well, I mean, on track is what matters. He doesn't have a penalty, Mo, and he's holding up our championship leader. So, I mean, unless Tino can come back, or, you know, my teammate, Marley, why not? Why couldn't you wouldn't win? You know, Pink Eye needs to get 3 seconds over Mo.
Again, on track. We have to remember that we're just talking on track, is with the various incidents, especially the one between Mo and Connor, because Connor had a broken wing, and it did look like it was a rejoin for Mo at that point. So we'll see at the end of the race what the stewards will decide. That's for sure. But for now, the battle is very close. Mo keeps defending the inside. Penguin gets close. Has another moment. That is going to cost him also on tire dag. Connor now is up to P6, overtaking Star Defender in turn 1, at the exit of turn 1. Mali has now lost contact with Tino, who is 1.5 seconds behind Penguin in P2. Connor is closing back up to the top 5. He's less than a second away from Elmo. He's definitely going to look for a move very soon. Donsta gets another 3-second time penalty.
I don't know about you, but is Marley struggling with their throttle? It sounds like they're having give up for you. Like they're struggling with their throttle.
Looks fine to me.
He's Matt Draven on my view. I don't know about you. He's Matt Draven, and you know. Yeah,
Star gets another 3-second time penalty, bringing it up to 9 second now. Hella gets a 3-second time penalty.
He's pushing hard.
Penguin is close enough this time. He's going on the inside. Mo holds the outside. Gets squeezed. Oh! Oh, there was contact, and that caused Penguin to spin, but Mo leaves the position back. Very good resolution for that. But that did invite Tino back into the fight for the top 3. Oh, has a moment on the exit of turn 6. Connor is still in P6, about half a second away from Elmo. And also has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Connor is definitely not happy right now. Oh my god. Star has accumulated a total of 4 track limits time penalties. 12 seconds.
You are pushing hard.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Also, his tires are cooked. That was not a good move by Star.
I've not seen
he literally just went and crashed on the pit wall.
Well, why that's so do you think that might have been intentional?
It was.
Do you think that a safety car?
He said, I just missed the pit lane, but it did look intentional. He was at full throttle.
Well, then I think that's something to be reported.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Rage quit. Rage quit is a rage quit, but this is an SC. It's a VSC.
12 seconds.
It's a VSC.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. I'm actually doing a replay on the stream. Yeah, he was at full throttle.
I'm just hoping no one got a full drive-through. One thing I hate to see, bad form leading to someone in races being real. Like, I've seen that before. I don't like that, so I'm just like, nah.
If you go a little bit back on the stream, I actually showed a replay of what happened.
I don't got a drive-through penalty because of that VSC. There.
All right. Back to the front. Tino is just 3/10 away from Mo right now. But Mo has much more battery and is now about to overtake Penguin. He is going on the inside in turn 1. Goes a little bit deep. Penguin on the outside of turn 2. Leaves back. Doesn't want to fight too much through these very treacherous corners. Burning everything going into turn 4. Drops back out of going into turn 5, into turn 6. Tino is now really close to the back of Penguin. He's going to be very close to the fight. He's going to have a chance to actually get in front if he plays his cards right.
Christian, I don't know about you, but I feel like between straights there's not much opportunity to overtake because of how twisty this circuit is. It's so easy to position your car as well as harvest. So it's like, okay, harvest through the majority of the lap, and then with the IRS straight you can just
drop everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's constant cornering. There's no rhythm to overtake. It's kind of like Hungary.
I mean, if you study the driver in front of you very well.
What a move for first, go on, mate.
If you study your the driver in front of you very well, you can actually get some moves done. Even in the first sector, you have a very tricky braking zone into turn 5 that you can get moves done at if you're close enough, and clearly at the end of the main straight. They're battling side by side through turn 7. Oh my god. Oh.
Kind of wide. He's got a seat there to Elmo.
Oh, come on, Elmo. On the outside of turn 9.
But you've still got 13 seconds to gain to fix that. I don't see it happening.
Nah, I don't see it happening either.
It's like Elmo pro driver. So. Also, Christian, just whilst we're on it, I want to say thank you so much for letting me be part of this stream. And...
we got a safety car. Tush seems to have crashed, I think. With 6 laps to go, everybody's going to go on a set of softs if they have a fresh one.
Everyone's going to, including Connor. Connor has got to be pitting, yeah. He's going to take
Connor has pitted in, and that...
He's going to drop down tonight, which is not horrible for him.
He's gonna be P9.
But he's going up to mediums. He's going up to mediums.
He is, but it looks like a lot of drivers are. In fact, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers on mediums.
No, on medium.
Five drivers.
Me on sauce. Elmo on mediums. Kia on sauce. Hella on sauce. Connor on mediums. Doe on mediums. Jesse on mediums. I really feel like these guys are missing an opportunity. Because sauce. Right, we've got 7 laps to go. Including this lap, we've got 7 laps to go.
Yes.
3 of them are going to be under safety car. Bare minimum. Why not? You know, maps where it's going to be 60%.
Well, see, I agree, but you have to take into account what they have available. Because if you don't have another set of softs, because you burned your 3 sets from quali, you don't have any, and you just have to go with mediums, which on this track, to be fair, have a crossover on softs of 2 laps or something like that. So the window is not completely closed, because either Tino and Mali at this point, because these 2 are the ones that are going to be fighting from the front for the front spots, can open up the gap enough to keep.
He's going to beat Pink Eye,
that very well. So I agree that he is the one that has the biggest shot.
Pink Eye won last week. Yes, he has a 3-second penalty, but Mo is the driver who could win this race. Elmo could get a podium. Could he win? I don't think so. But
so I wanna say something to start. If I said that it definitely was, I will correct myself, because you're right. I'm not a steward and I shouldn't say that. To me, it looked, but it could be a mistake. So I'm going to retract my previous statement and correct it with, it looked like it could have been intentional.
Again, I don't know what your proof comment was, so I'm not.
I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on the tier 1 chat as we're streaming. So whenever I see stuff that comes from there, I interact and complain.
I interact on my stream, so if I've got people commenting on the stream, I interact with that. That's fine. But I'm from one. When it comes down to people being angry on a stream, I'm not going to put my views into a professional environment. We're being asked to do this for a great league, and I don't put my professionalism into this. I don't put my personal into the professionalism. So that's what I'm at. However, I won't tell a fellow competitor who I've got respect for, and I do actually have a lot of respect for you because you're a good driver. There you are. So if you want to voice your opinion, you're welcome to do so. I have my standards, everyone has their own standards, and that's where I'm at. So it's up to you. If you want to voice, go. That's fine.
Okay.
Right, so at the end of I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you, and that's how I see it.
Fantastic. I was checking the tier 1 chat, and Star was complaining about my comment regarding the crash that caused the VSC. And so I wanted to retract that previous statement, because if I said that it was undeniable, I'm not going to say that, because again, not a steward, and I definitely can't make that decision for anybody. By the looks of it, but I could be very wrong.
You could be. But you're retracting what you said, and so that means that, whether you agree with it or not,
I'm saying that previously I possibly said that I was certain, and that definitely is not fair in this situation.
Agreed. So cool. Done.
Anyway,
that's where we're. So yeah, I will agree with you on that one. Like I said, I'll never side with a commentator or a steward in terms of talking about incidences. However, what I will say is that, when you want to say, yep, I may be wrong, oh, that's okay. We're human, we all make mistakes. But
clearly.
What I'm now seeing is that safety car was in this lap. Correct?
Yes. That is correct.
Pink Eye is first, and Mo is second. He's going to be waiting for Pink Eye to drop the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always on board with driver 2. See how they react to the lead driver, the Delta car.
As I did on the previous safety car, I'm going to go ahead and stick with P3, especially because Tino is on soft tires. Oh, the first two get a fantastic start. Tino drops a little bit back. There's a move made. Hella on Kiers.
Oh, this is such a great.
Oh!
Oh! Wow, look at that Alpine! Come on, D-line!
Oh my god. There's so much going on now. Oh, Tino, great defense through there. Holds on to the position. Hella drops back. What happened there? Crash with Kiers? Possibly. As Kiers goes outside.
I wouldn't know too much about Hella, but yes.
Oh!
That was aggressive!
That was not a good move. That was definitely not a good move. Yellow flag. Kiers retires on track. We're not going to see a safety car because we have 2 laps left on this race.
3 laps left, but
because we will not see a safety car. Not even a VSC at this point.
After lap 26, you will not see a safety car. However, that was aggressive by Hella.
Definitely.
So,
Penguin.
What I now think is about a third.
Penguin is.
When I say third, I'm looking at Tino, Mai, and Elmo. Elmo, who does not have a penalty. And so he needs to hold. But Elmo, as we know, has got insane pace. And he's looking up inside the Alpine.
Backs out. Definitely didn't have a move there. Too far away.
That was a sensible move there. Because right now, as we see it, Elmo is only 2.76 by Pink Eye. So right now, Elmo can actually be on for second. If he can hold where he is, this could be down to the thousandth of a second with one lap.
Connor.
Connor getting involved now. Connor needs to get a move on. However, that has cost Elmo a little bit of time there.
And in fact, he's dropped him out. He's outside the 3 second from Penguin.
However, exactly. So Mo is 1.1. So right now, he is on for the win.
Mo is on for the win.
Like, Pink Eye's got 1 lap and a bit to gain 2 seconds. I don't see it happening.
We'll never know. We'll never know. Maybe Mo has a moment.
Yeah. 121.
Has Penguin set to 22.8?
Yeah, but
on mediums.
Mo did a 123 flat.
So he's
Mo 2 tenths lost. Neither of them have DRS, which is okay, only down the back straight anyway, so DRS is exhausted. Mo keeps this on track. This is his race. Elmo could still potentially get a podium here, and that's the battle I want to watch.
Definitely.
I want to see how long it goes because
So-
Elmo is only 1.8 seconds behind Tina in third. He's the next driver without a penalty. So 1.8 seconds. If he can save it, he's got a podium here. And I'm not going to lie, so that I will literally scream.
It looks like he's good for a podium
Come
right
on,
now.
Elmo! Come on, Elmo!
Elmo,
That's what I say,
he
come
can
on.
keep up. Stay within 3
He's got
seconds
a-
and you're golden, mate.
1.6 behind. I'm sitting on board with Penguin. He's coming out to the last side. He will take a second flag, but he will not take first. He will get second.
Let's get on with it. And Penguin gets a checkered flag. Mo wins the Grand Prix. Penguin P2, Elmo P3.
The podium. Come on, Elmo.
Fantastic job by Elmo. Fantastic.
I cannot scream enough. I'm so happy. So
That was a great race.
that was IRS Tier 1, Round 2, rounded off by the Williams driver, 2 dots on the podium, as well as
Right. So
I believe we'll still be our championship leader because he comes first and second. Our
right now,
comes second, third by 2 Dutch. What a race that was.
no. Oh my God, not again. Whatever. Look. I wasn't able to get the screenshots as I was supposed to. All right. So that was definitely an entertaining race. Lots of safety car, lots of battles, some interesting crashes. So
it's been a great race.
It was.
And just wow. I mean, we've got the stream, so we can get the results off of that. So I'm just but yeah. Thank you so much for letting me join you on your stream tonight, mate. I do appreciate it. Really enjoyed it.
12 seconds.
Pushing hard.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Well, also, if you want to stay on, cooked. Genuinely, at this time, normally, what I like to do is try to get in some drivers to hop onto talk a little bit. Yeah. So
absolutely, but how can we get drivers involved in our phone call? Do you know how to go for it? If not,
all right.
You're welcome.
Top 3. Can you join VC Gaming for an interview?
Up for that. I'm definitely not.
At Mo.
Are we in a private chat or a conference chat?
Oh, Mo.
I don't know what I'm thinking. What might be here. Let you know, mate. I'm so on board, so let me know.
Right. So before we get people in, how about we do something like get Star in so we can have a tab on what happened there at the pit lane entry.
Always happy to talk to any driver, mate. You know, you're
okay. No, apparently Star doesn't feel well, so he's not gonna take part.
No problem. So,
we'll see if we can get somebody on.
Elmo. Let's get Elmo in. He was up at Adventure and he did a great race. Get Elmo in.
Alrighty.
Let me know. I've got the screen up, so I know who's in it, but let me know.
And Mo has agreed to get interviewed. No one else has at this time.
Let's do that then. Do that.
Alright, so. Alright. Here we have Mo, our winner for the day.
Hello.
Hello.
How was your race, mate?
It was a bit hard, I would say, with all the battling. But it was very fun. But yeah, I don't understand the guilt I get for that contact with Connor and Tin. I don't understand it because I even moved away from them. But yeah.
No, I have just looked at the video that you posted in Tier 1 chat, and yeah, that definitely was not your fault. At least in my books.
I even turned away from him.
Even if you didn't, you were going straight, so you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, we get to that later.
Christian, what I would say is, forgive me for interrupting you, Mo. Christian, what I would say is, as a commentator and not as stewards, maybe we need to leave that for the stewards.
100%.
Yeah, of course.
I only said.
However, Mo,
by
what
the
I will
looks of
say
it.
to you is that you drove an amazing race. Like, you were so rapid. I think your pace and your consistency was just. I mean, I've raced with Elmo and I love racing with Elmo, but your pace was just electric. So, like, lap after lap, how did you feel going through with your car?
Well, okay, you see, in most esport drivers flick their steering wheel to get more turning, but it doesn't work for me in race because you will overheat your tires. It will get more degradation. So I just have smooth turning to have more consistent pace. As you saw in qualifying, I barely made it in the top 5. But my main focus was the race, since that was a tire. Yeah, that was the most important part. But yeah, it's something of me that I always am consistent. I don't know why, but I have sort of grip with my car that I can manage for the entire race.
And I think that's the most important thing, because if you can't, like for me, if you figure, you can't make up your delta over a 2-stop, and then don't 2-stop. For me, like when I raced in Tier 2 with Christian, and I was like, okay, I'm good for 1-stop. The only reason I went 2-stop was to go for the fastest lap, which I nearly got. But at the end of the day, if you can manage, if you know how you run your car, and you know this works for me, that's the most important thing, because at the end of the day, if you've got confidence in your car, you've got the confidence to push.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yes, but yeah, in qualifying, flicking does help to create tire temperature, and it's also you're going through the corner a lot faster. But in race, it works for a few laps. But if you want to have the more consistent pace, you should just have smooth steering input to have more consistent pace. I saw at the end, I let Penguin pull away from me since he had a 3-second penalty. But as I always do, I never push in the beginning. I always save it up to have more consistency. I'm not looking to be the fastest. I'm looking to be the most consistent.
And that is what matters when it comes to race pace, because
Yeah,
that
no,
is
absolutely.
race pace.
And as you also saw in the Penguin got a 3-second penalty, and I got 2 ones. One of where that was my fault. I went a bit too wide, but the second one I was pushed off. Sorry for my Dutch language. I got
You spoke in perfect English.
yeah. I got pushed off by Penguin, but then I accidentally hit him and he spun. But I gave the place back immediately because it wasn't a fair move, and I knew if I didn't let him through, I would have got a penalty. So I let him through. But yeah. I know one of the things about Qatar is get no track limit penalties, because that is your biggest enemy, and besides your rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Because at the end of the day, one thing I found is that I was able to pit knowing that the guys behind me had 12, 15 seconds of penalties and I had none. So I could pit and go for that fast step. So you're absolutely right on that side. It's that I think, again, like you said, the consistency over those 29 laps is key, because at the end of the day, 2 of the 3 drivers on that podium, yourself included, did not have penalties.
I agree.
It is about keeping it safe and secure, right?
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Amazing race. Great job on holding on to that. Definitely great race pace, and I could see the consistency. No penalty. That was definitely something that is hard to see at Qatar, especially in league racing. So congrats on that.
Yeah, thank you.
I think for me, I was like, go on. Sorry.
If you don't mind, we're gonna move on from you and bring Elmo in.
Did Elmo come second?
He did. No, he did.
He didn't get a penalty, did he?
No.
Third? He didn't get a penalty, right?
No penalty. He got third.
Oh, yeah. As I said, no penalty. You can win races or get podiums in some leagues. So yeah, congrats to him, and thank you for your time.
No worries. Thank you for your time. Have a good one.
Have a great evening. Have a great evening, guys. Bye.
You mate. Bye.
All right, we are gonna move on to Elmo, if you don't mind.
Do not mind at all.
Hello.
Yo.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I mean, that was much better than I expected.
Very good race. Consistent pace, no penalties, and that got you a very good, solid, and well-deserved P3. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
What was the strategy you followed? Because I forgot. You were going for the one-stopper, I assume?
Yeah, I was, but I mean, the amount of safety cars and VSCs were impeccable as always at IRS.
But I guess that's what happens when you've got, the best drivers battling for the best positions. Is that, everyone wants to get that, advantage.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
yeah, but it would be nicer if it was a bit cleaner, but
you have to be careful. You have to be careful. If you're not, it costs you positions. However, you were consistent. You didn't push too hard. You pushed when you needed to, and you got that podium, which I'm guessing you might be quite pleased with. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely very happy.
It did. I mean, you're a very consistent driver. And
well,
I
knew it was always going to be about the penalties, so I thought as long as I stay clear of the penalties, I have a good chance.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
did, and you
Especially
correctly.
at a track like Qatar, where penalties are around the corner all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pistol, do you have anything to say?
I guess I want to ask, in that, one thing I found in that the key positions, the people battling for the win, was that, a lot more aggression in terms of trying to gain places. Like, in terms of like Connor with you in the closing laps, like, he didn't have a shot at winning. He went for that move on you. I guess in tier 2, it's a little bit more. I found myself about in the same position as you were before, penalties. But I could pit and then get a faster snap attempt. It's a lot more aggressive in tier 1 than it is in tier 2 because the drivers want to kind of assert their authority. Would you agree with that, or would you say maybe not?
Well, I think there's just I think it's mainly the pace differential because I mean, like I'm up there, but I'm not. I'm not like the front runner's pace, and Connor's definitely one of the front runners' pace. So if he comes behind me, it's a hard to defend. But yeah, he got a little sick of staying behind me, so he just sent me a few, and the final one stuck. So, but he had a penalty, so that was my win in the end.
I think that's the
100%.
thing when I'm looking at, like, I mean, me, mate. I'm like, I race, I qualify, I race, and I race hard. I don't get penalties often, but I defend and battle hard, and I think you're the kind of the same, but at a higher level. And I think when it comes down to am I going to be at fifth or am I going to be second? You kind of got that pedigree, like you can battle hard, but you've got that intellect in that. Okay, if I let this person go, they're not going to gain the 3 seconds over me every lap or 2 laps. So just play a smart game and get that podium rather than risk it for another 3 or 4 or 5 points. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it depends on who's behind me, but yeah, if it's Connor, then I'll do my best. But yeah, at some point I'll let them go because I can't really defend that anyway, and then I'm only gonna lose time if I defend too harshly. So
Again, what you're saying is that it's about intellect on the racetrack, and that's good. That's what makes tier 1 winners instead of tier 2 podium finishers. So well done on tonight. All I'm going to say is that I think Christian would have heard it in our stream anyway, but when I saw you off a podium, I was like, come on.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy for you, and I'm really happy for the league because I think you're a great driver, and tier 1 is lucky to have you. So keep cracking on, mate. You've got the great pace, you've got the consistency, and consistency is what wins championships. So keep going, mate. You've got it. Well done.
yeah, I'll just
Well
keep trying.
Alrighty
I'm
then.
finished. If you
Yeah.
need anything else, you're welcome to do so, but I'm finished now. So
Thank you, Elmo. We're gonna let you go now. Great race. Enjoyed that for sure.
Yeah, another podium under the belt, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, boy. Alrighty. Good night, man.
All right, guys. Good night.
good night, buddy.
Alrighty. I think this race was interesting under so many aspects and definitely enjoyable to watch, entertaining as hell.
Qatar was always going to be interesting because of track limits, because of like I said in the group chat, it's so hard to find the consistency because it's about corner after corner after corner after corner, and finding that not necessarily perfection, but finding a line that you can work through 20 corners with, and that's hard, especially when you're battling other egotistical maniacs. Which, let's face it, anyone that is driving a Formula 1 car is an egotistical maniac, which is okay. But it's hard to keep your limits when you're pushing to your limit.
Yes.
So that's what I'm. And for me, I'm just, you know what? It was a great weekend of racing in Tier 2 and Tier 1. We obviously had the privilege of competing in Tier 2. We had the privilege of commentating on Tier 1. And let's roll on Spa on Sunday for Tier 2 and Tuesday for Tier 1, right?
Absolutely. Spa is actually this season, thanks to the fact that we voted for the tracks that we were going to race. Everybody, I think. So Spa for me is going to be good. Monaco, I'm definitely going to enjoy. I love driving Monaco. Is such a edgy track.
I like driving Monaco, especially as it's 50% now. So I've already got based on my qualifying position, I've already got my stop sorted. If I qualify, actually no, I'm not putting this on chat. I know what I'm gonna do based on where I qualify. That's all I'm gonna say, because qualifying is key to Monaco. But a two-stop strategy is even more key in my eye. That's all I'm gonna say. But we've got 2 very interesting weeks ahead of us in terms of racing and comms, and
especially because Belgium is going to be a sprint race. So sprint is going to be reverse order.
I think I found a worst 7th, and Spa is one of my best tracks.
So Spa, as it is now, with the current driver standings, I should take off in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in 8th.
So you're just behind me?
No, because it's reverse.
Yeah, I think I'm 7th.
Reverse championship order. So you should take off in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. You should take off in 13th on the grid.
You sure?
Yeah, because it's reverse championship order. So you being 7,
everyone being in. So where are we?
That is fair. That is fair. If everybody's in,
Tier 2 driver standings. So right now the West here is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You oh yeah, you're ahead of me. You've only got 10 points. I've got 36. So you're right on that side. So you're right. I should be 7th last, and you should be 11th last.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool. So you're about 4 points ahead of me. So that's okay. But like I said, I'm just enjoying this racing. For me, this is about enjoyment and good racing. And I think IRS brings that. We've got great drivers, great commentators, great league runners, and we can all enjoy it for what it is. And when, we.
So, well, the last thing I'm going to add about that is this season I'm in to try and win. There's no way around that. I'm going to fight tooth and nail. Especially because I got a shot. Possibly, I hope. Right. I think it's time to.
Good night.
Yeah, I think it's time to close the stream. Thanks for those who watched. We'll see you next week.
Joining our chat. Our podium finishers, and our commentators. So thank you to all who have joined and commentated and given their remarks on the stream. So thank you so much, and have a good night, all.
Thank you very much. Good night. See you all next week in Belgium.